I disabled all the stuff for the audio. I'm really hearing myself in those monitors.
Hey, Frank, you there?
Yeah.
Cool.
You there?
Yeah.
I disabled all the audio stuff. I disabled all the stuff for the audio. I think I was going through on the in the transmission. At least I hear myself again.
I don't know. Like I said, I was having trouble. I remember you said you were having it the last night. I was having trouble getting the Jitsi thing to work. Hey, Frank, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I disabled all the audio stuff.
Wait, is that coming from you or me?
I think it's in the transmission. I think it's going to the stream transmission. At least I hear myself again.
Like I said, I was having trouble. Oh, it's because we're an announcement. Hey, this is all behind the scenes. Hey, look at that.
Hey. Happy Wednesday night. Happy hump day. You know what day it is. You know what time it is. It's Ducko After Dark. I'm Frankie Biscuits, Carl the Kid Park. Got special guest Sean Gold coming in a little bit. Michael Scandal joining us shortly. But welcome to our late night talk show. Hi, Carl.
Hey, how's it going, Frankie?
We talk about music and all the above, Delco music scene and whatever we seem to, drift into conversationally.
Yeah, it's sort of a stream of consciousness sort of thing. I think I need to empty the tip jar. It's kind of overloading.
Yeah, we've got the tip jar figured out, I think, tonight. We got a lot of the gremlins that we had before.
I'm going to empty it. Poof, there it goes. So
cool.
We can fill it up again.
I heard a lot of people complaining they couldn't find us. We couldn't. We weren't sharing it on the Quarantine Open Mic page. Make sure you follow Delco After Dark. Give us a like, and that would be really easy. Or you can just go to delcoafterdark.com.
Yeah, and it'll link straight to there. Yeah, we weren't instantly there because Mark was playing at 11:30. So we're not going to step on somebody else doing it. So once he finished up at whatever time he did, then we started up. So normally we take the 11:30, but when we don't step on other people, right, Frank?
Yeah, Monday night we got a little bit jostled around, and Batera got back to us, and so we're gonna be back on that. Yeah, we're figuring it out. Like I said, all the gremlins, but make sure you follow us, like us. It just helps you find us, and it helps us grow. We're just trying to grow our fan base a little bit.
Yeah, it's always nice. Yeah, share it with your friends, or your enemies. If either way works.
Or your frenemies.
Hey, look at this. Who we got? Coming in. Give him a second. And ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you?
Is it a cat?
The one. It is a cat. He is very loud. I'm going to have to. The one, the only. Mike Scandal. Hey, look at that. Great timing. What's up, Mike?
Hello. What's up?
Hi, Mike.
How was Whole Foods?
Oh, I didn't work today. I had off.
That's the best. That's the best work. No work of all. Wasn't it they say like a bad day of fishing is better than a great day at work? Well,
yeah.
Somebody says it. I guess I say it. I guess I'm the one that says it.
I've actually never gone fishing though, so I wouldn't know.
What? You've never been fishing?
No.
Okay. Oh, is that something you have to do with like the vegetarian thing? Like catching a fish is probably nothing that you'd want to do anyway because you're not going to eat it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would be fun to go with someone fishing though. Like, try it. I'll let them go back into the water.
Oh yeah.
But it never was like something I did ever. Even before I was vegetarian, I guess I never really ate fish that much either. But still, it seems like it'd be fun to do.
Oh no, we would. My father used to take me fishing, like a ton, and it was boring as hell because we would fish on the C&D Canal, on the near the upper shore, and there's like that place is where fish go to die. It's devoid of fish. You just hang there, you just hang there with a line in the water for hours and hours. And when you're 10 years old, it is the opposite of fun. It really is. Yeah. How about you, Frank? You ever go fishing or crabbing or anything like that?
Yeah, my dad was a big fisherman. He was big. That that saying, teach a man to fish. Was and he was just that was his pastime. So we would always go to Mount Alverno, which is right over there.
That lake.
Yeah, right off of I don't know if it's out Mount Alverno Road, right by Linville Orchards and Fort. And they would have sunnies and crappies in there. That's where we would go on Sundays sometimes when he was off. But it's funny. Yeah, my dad's urn is a fishing tackle box.
What? Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, right. My mom picked it out. Yeah, so.
Wow. Well, then he did enjoy fishing. I think it's a generational thing too, because my old man was big into fishing. I have fishing rods. I'm not really, super into it, but I've certainly done it over the course of my life. God knows.
What would you guys like your urns to be?
Whoa! Oh man, I guess I should have brought that one up.
That is a great. I love.
Top 5 urns.
I have a friend of mine.
I just wanted to drive home the point of how big of a fisherman he was. I mean, my dad was a businessman and a car guy as well. But the one thing other than maybe cooking, the one sport was fishing. But in terms of my urn, I don't know. I couldn't. I keep it simple. Don't don't spend like hundreds of dollars on like a vessel. You know, I would rather be scattered, honestly. You know.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I want to be in a bong. I think that'd be a cool urn.
You want to
turn into an album. I saw 45's vinyl.
Oh, that would be really cool.
Oh, that'd be kind of neat.
Candle.
Yeah, they can put you in a diamond. They can do anything. You can like
dildo.
Still fucking me even though I'm dead.
Plug.
What's the joke?
I wouldn't want to be burned though. I feel like just in case, like I'm still alive.
I wouldn't want to be inhaled. Like there's people that like I've never done it, but like they'll like roll like the ashes into like a doobie or something. I don't know. That's freaking weird.
No, even though I would want my urn to be a bong, it would not be for anyone to consume. That's just weird.
No,
sorry to get dark there. I just felt like, that'd be a dark humor topic for us to discuss.
Oh, I love that kind of thing. My friend runs a death cafe, and I'd never heard of such a thing before. And it's just where they talk about death a lot, and some people don't dig it. And when you've experienced it for a little bit, like really close, like Frank and I with our dads, it's just part of life. It still sucks.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
I know that's a bridge too far for me.
And everything, it's just
I don't know if I call it a beautiful thing, but it's
beautiful thinking about how you'd be remembered. I think that's where I was kind of going with it. Like, I feel like putting into a record, that's kind of a cool idea. And like, as musicians, we will always live through our music, which is the other cool thing about it. So yeah, death shouldn't always be like a scary thing. Like if you think about like what you're gonna leave behind, that's kind of cool to think about your legacy, I guess.
Yeah, man, it's crazy to think about it sometimes. My international licensing and distribution for my one EP, as long as that thing continues, then my music should, in theory, live on forever, right? So.
It's the cool shit about it, man. Music,
it should, like, our digital stuff should, like, just exist, like you said, forever. Like, someone will be able to download, like, Nerds in Love for as long as the net is up. Some corner of the net will have our stuff, I think.
I'll have to make sure to adjust my will so that somebody gets my royalties too, my $2.53 that I earn like every 10 years or so off of streams.
Well, it's like
they'll be so lucky.
You get like 0.00001 cent what a play. So you just like, everybody play our stuff 1,000 times.
Not even. But
they'll get you like a dime or something. I forget.
Or stick of gum.
A stick of gum.
Not even. Yeah. Oof, man.
That's hysterical. So we got some neat stuff happening. We got Sean stopping by right after the break, and we've got this little thing that I put together called Dado-Vision. We're going to try it out, see if it works. Always constantly, trying to make things interesting. We got our top 5. Maybe Mike. Wait, do you have a guitar near you, Mike, for later tonight? Because I'll
grab it. I'll grab it during the break.
Yeah. Well, you got lots of time, but I've been kind of missing it, man. I dig the Mike wrap up.
Yeah, I miss it too.
And I bet you
I wanted Mark to shine for a bit there. Like I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
We can still have that. We can have both.
I'm just reading some of the comments. I'm just like, what's going on here? I don't even know. But
you want to talk about what urn they want to have one day?
Oh yeah, Jim says he can't see the tip jar. It's sitting right there. It's got a big Delco After Dark.
But they don't know where to send it. They're trying to find, what to click on. I guess is there a link or?
Yeah, there is. It's in the crawler in the bottom, and I can share it right here.
Maybe we can put it in the comments and pin it. There's a way to pin these comments, and that's the real way to do.
That's probably the way. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool, right?
I think if you post it as the page, if you can figure out how to do that, you can pin it. You have to post as the original. But anyway, we'll figure it out. We're going to go a break in a little bit, I guess, right? And then we'll bring in Sean Gold, our special guest.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Let me paste this. Yeah, our there you go. That's the tip jar. Not that we need it, but we're still testing stuff out. What was I going to say? So yeah, we have 2 ads. We have you'll see the ads. So why don't we go to a break, and then when we come back, we'll have Sean with us, and you will catch one of the ads. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Delco After Dark, Delco Quarantine Open Mic. You just saw the official promotional material for the first virtual open mic contest that they're hosting. So that's a pretty cool thing. You could win the whole pot, if you sign up and
you're good enough.
Not that kind of fun.
It's like $10 to sign up, right? So $10 and just go for it. And it's one of those things where I don't even think you have to be the best. You just have to have
the most people,
the best outcome in terms of the voting. So
nice.
if you can huddle up your masses, but enough about that contest. Sean, how you doing, Sean? Welcome to Delco After Dark. Welcome back.
Yes, it's good to be back. I enjoy it here immensely.
We just saw you not too long ago. You were over at JT Brewski's watching Mark, and we were hanging out a little bit.
I was. Yes, that was a good time. That was 5 days ago.
Yeah, time flies. Time flies when you're having fun, my friend.
It does.
That was, how long
really
was 5
surprised.
days? Wow. I just kicked the camera.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah, Mark had a good set that night. I think that him and Lisa play earlier today. I think they did like a 7 to 8 thing tonight. I can't.
Yeah, they did a back to back.
No, that was. I think today. I think yesterday was.
Oh, that was them.
The back to back, and then today it was him and Patty did an hour-long set.
You're right. They did that double thing. That young handsome fellow behind Mark over at during that set. Yeah, I caught a little bit of that.
We should interview Patty sometime on here.
Would he come on? Fucking genius!
That'd be a great idea.
I don't think he's ever been on here before.
No, he's probably. We'd have to talk him through how to sign on and stuff.
Yeah,
he's definitely a noob.
Yeah. Baby steps.
So what you got going on, Sean? Anything new? You playing anywhere? You recording anything? What you got going on?
Fish Friday, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Fish Friday for the first time in like 2 weeks or something. I've been really busy. I'm a math tutor at Westchester University, and everything's remote right now. But right now I'm in a part of this academic success program, so I'm tutoring these kids in a summer class who are going to be incoming freshmen, and it's a bit of a shit show. A lot of kids are being kind of irresponsible and falling behind, and they're not great grades. Some of them are doing all right, though, so you do what you can.
Yeah, math was a tough subject for me. Westchester is my alma mater as well, so
Me too.
Go Golden Rams.
Go Golden Rams. Yeah. So I haven't been doing too much in terms of music lately, unfortunately. I've been as soon as 4 o'clock hits, I'm like dead tired and I don't have much energy to do too much else. But I saw your mac and cheese video, Frank. It was pretty clutch.
Yeah, the magic of Hollywood made it look all right, but it actually came. It didn't turn out as good as advertised. But next time I'll get it. Next time I'll get it for sure. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That was fun.
Of course.
Hey, man, I'm sure after, a night full of beers, coming home to that mac and cheese, it would taste real good.
Yeah, that was a lot of cheese, man. That was like you need a defibrillator to eat all that.
It was a copious amount of cheese.
It was.
Yeah.
But
Be a tribute to I'm gonna say their name wrong really bad, but Zuni's band Gloop. Isn't it Gloop the name of their project?
I'm not sure.
And that could be. That was all that was. It was just Gloop.
I don't know. I don't know that one.
Gloop.
When I made the roux, I didn't add the dairy in slow enough. So I dumped the dairy in. And I was I was producing, I was directing, I was writing, I was acting, I was doing the whole damn thing. So it's like my first video, and for my first video, it's not too bad. At least I didn't like mess it up that much. I was still able to. At the end, I made those mushy sounds. I think a lot of people like that. They commented on that part of it.
This sounds really.
My brother was like ASMR, and I had to look that up. Yeah, and I was like, okay, yeah, you definitely read Reddit a lot, James. All those abbreviations, I feel like that's like an online forum thing. But yeah, so. You got Fish Friday coming up. Do you have any other theme sets other than Fish that you're thinking of, Sean?
I've been sort of on autopilot with the open mic for a while.
I think a lot of people have, but there's people coming back, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a Bruce Springsteen set or something. That would be fun. I've been listening to him lately, so.
The one thing I've been finding with the theme sets is if you get like a good one and you find a few groups on Facebook, like the James Taylor one that I just did. I did that Mummers and Others, a James Taylor mini set. And then I found two James Taylor groups on Facebook. One had 21,000 followers, another had 12,000. And I shared it both. I shared it on the one last night. It went from like 400 views to 1,600 views overnight.
That's pretty good.
The other one just got approved today. Yeah, so we'll see if I can get over 2,000. You get throttled. My best one was like 14, 15, 1,600. So this is actually my top one. But I think the theme sets are a good way to go because you got like Ween Wednesday. Like Josh does Ween Wednesday. You get people that really want to listen to one artist and. You'll keep your audience there and you'll be able to even grow it if you are able to get that to reach that video to share and reach,
Yeah. That was the inspiration.
Might see it.
That's true. But the Ween Wednesday was the inspiration for the Fish Friday. So I think the theme sets are good because they give it like a direction and a consistency So you're not just pulling songs out of your ass and trying to like piece it together. I tend to like not always plan my sets. Like even my Fish Friday sets, like it's gotten to the point where I have enough songs where I'm like, all right, I start with one song and then I'm like, okay, I don't want to do that one. I don't want to do that one. Oh, I'll do this one. And I do it on camera. So I'm a little shameless about it. But I think if I thought it through, I probably could make a set that had a nice arc to it, you know, beginning and a middle and an end. So
I want to do a lot more theme sets. Today I was just thinking about doing a Cure theme set.
nice.
And that would be all songs I'd have to learn. I want to learn, like, I've been really trying to push myself to at least learn one new song for each set, trying to learn the whole set new songs, even if I could. I want to learn a bunch of new Cat Stevens songs I don't know. I want to learn, like, How Can I Tell You, and First Cut Is the Deepest, and Another Saturday Night. There's a few, you know, ones. I want to get my Cat Stevens repertoire up to, like, my Jim Croce repertoire.
There's a ton of it, too. I only do about one or two Stevens, but he's got a lot of stuff.
I got half a dozen right now. I mean, I'm sitting on, so.
Nice.
But I got like 10 Croce ones, so I want to be like, you know, you want to get your favorites and you want to build up your book. So
you want to be able to like pull off a whole half-hour set with a particular artist. Then you need about what do you think? 8? Will 8 get you through a half hour usually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on the length.
Yeah.
6 or 7 at least, I think.
Well, Mark used to say
stopping and talking. Yeah.
Mark used to say that like you could do one Dead song for the entire length of one. I mean, depending on I don't know a lot about the Dead, but apparently sometimes they have very long songs.
Yeah.
They jam, and so does Mark. He can just keep going with the.
Well, Fish is like that too. Like the problem with the Fish Friday is like a lot of the songs, you know, they got Trey on lead, and they've got the keyboardist and the bass player and the drummer, so they can make it 15, 20 minutes if they want to. But it's hard on acoustic guitar when it's just voice and guitar, and there's no like Mark has the looper pedal, but I'm not that fancy, so I can't like accompany myself in that way.
Yeah, Mark does it so well. He really embodies like the jam band spirit when he plays, because even though it is still just him and an acoustic guitar, the way it sounds really good, like, and it's very good for the shredding component of it, and just like because it doesn't sound like an acoustic, it sounds cleaner, you know.
Yeah, he put some effects on it.
Well, he's got that massive pedal board. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I try to loop, like every time I borrow someone, like I'm at an open mic and they have a loop pedal, they like always walk me through it, and like I always mess it up. Like I never quite get it to be exactly. You have to be so precise, but you also have to like account for a little bit of a delay, I think. You just have to feel it out, I think.
I feel like you have to have one to like really get to know how, like, and like you do in your room and know the latency of it, know like the rhythm of when you have to hit it and make it become part of you. And I don't.
Definitely got to be very mechanical with your timing. Like you got to be like dead on. You know, if you're off even like the millisecond of a millisecond, it's gonna.
Yeah.
I just do bare bones too, like you, Sean. It's just like, you know, it'd be cool to experiment, but that's the process.
Yeah. But
I mean, that's my favorite. That's my favorite way to see an artist play. Honestly, no offense to the loopers or anything like that, but I love to just hear like. I mean, that's why I play an acoustic instrument. I just love, that you're able to take this inanimate object made of wood, got some string and some stuff, and it sounds really good, and then you're able to make it sing, and it's like it's fun.
Yeah,
there's a rawness to it. I like the rawness and just the stripped down, vibe.
It's just the song that's speaking. Like, it's the songwriting really gets to be front and center. There's no bells and whistles to like save the song. It might not be a good song. It has to be a good song.
No room for the Phil Spector wall of sound. Anybody remembers that?
Oh, I remember Phil Spector. He had that crazy hair.
He's
Yeah.
crazy.
And he killed
I was gonna
he
say.
killed right? Didn't he?
Yeah, he's insane. He almost shot the Ramones. Like, he
Yeah.
shot someone. Yeah, he's crazy, man. But he invented, like, in my opinion, like a lot of music I like, shoegaze, dream pop, would never exist without the wall of sound. And I love that shit.
Well,
Yeah, the Beach Boys too.
Yeah, like that sounds. That's my shit.
Yeah.
Invented by a crazy man.
Is he dead or is he just in jail?
he's in jail. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
We could look it up, but I'm pretty sure him and his hair. I don't know if he still has his crazy hair, but I believe he's in jail. But he was big in the early to mid 70s. That was his like mid 60s to mid 70s. That was like the time of Phil Spector. I mean, he's more like a legend at this point than
Yeah. Selector, did you say?
What, Phil Spector?
Phil Spector.
Phil Spector, yeah. But, I mean,
Not Hannibal.
And Phil Spector.
Hannibal Lecter.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!
I don't know,
Well,
but yeah, live looping is kind of you can make a big sound with one person. That's the one thing about live looping that's kind of cool. You can loop and layer, and it's almost like being in the studio. But like as a musician, I like to listen to music in that stripped down form because I like to in my head put the rest of produce the song, like think of all the drum and bass and what I would want to layer on top of just that vocal and solo instrument. That's like the thing that I really like to do. But I keep forgetting that people that are musicians don't think like that. That's how I think, and that's why I made my EP like that. But then I go and listen to it, I'm like, shit, I should have probably put some extra stuff in there. I should have put something in.
No, I like your EP like that, dude. And that's the thing. Like, that's the benefit of acoustic music is no matter what your taste, like you can you hear the song, and there's nothing else that really can deter you from it. Whether it be maybe you'd rather have this or that, but you hear the song itself, it's you get to hear. You're like, oh, this is really tuneful. This is really. So it's kind of like nothing can really sabotage it in the same way too.
Yeah, I always wanted an acoustic album. That's forever. It took me forever to make that album. By the time I made it, I probably should have made a full band album. And looking back, but I made it the way I wanted to make it. At least I stuck to my guns. I didn't, change. Be light-footed, changed and at the last minute. And
I mean, we talked about that before. It's not, it's never going to be perfect, but it's a lot of what you want. Maybe it's 80%, maybe it's 90% of what you want, but it's not sitting on a hard drive somewhere with nobody able to hear it. Like people can buy it right now. By the way, you can buy his album right now. You don't have to donate to this page. You can go buy Frank's album. You can buy mine too. Mike, you got one? Sean, you guys got albums out? We should.
I got mine. You could download it for free. You could donate if you want, but you don't have to get it for free because I recorded it for free.
Well, I don't know about Frank. I mean, you can piecemeal mine together from Reverb, from the 50 tracks I have on Reverb Nation. You can piecemeal the album that I have out there together.
Yeah, there's ways to listen to mine for free as well. I'm not saying buy it, but I mean. It was about 10 years worth of songwriting, and I mean we won't go into the amount of money I spent. I even spent a lot, and it cost a lot. It cost a few $100s, to produce it and to get the artwork and to do the international licensing and distribution so that it shows up everywhere streaming. And I get no royalties, but whatever. At least it's out there. At least it's out. Hey, at least it's done.
Yeah. It's not sitting on a hard drive. Yeah.
Maybe somebody will find it and like it. That's all. That's all you can hope.
So he can have a sandwich or something. We were talking about that during the break.
So
the royalties you get, it's a stick of gum if you're lucky.
I've never received a royalty check. It's not even.
Burrito.
Obviously, it's not about the money. It's just a thing that I did, and maybe I'll do another one. But right now, I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just in a different mindset right now. But Sean, what type of new music are you working on? Anything notable, recognizable? Anything you want to share?
So when you say working on new music, you mean original music?
No, anything. It could be an original cover. Yeah.
I mean, I think I was on here the last time, and I said that I really struggle to write original music. It doesn't come to me very naturally. But I don't know. I think I had a few weeks ago. I came up with this riff on my wah-wah pedal that I really liked, and I was kind of trying to think of what to do with that. I don't know, man. I love playing music, but making music like from scratch is a hard thing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
that's
super
why
tough.
I try to learn other music, and then sometimes that will spawn. You just learn a new way to
Sure.
play.
See, you say spawn, I say steal. Sometimes I play other people's music, and I'm able to steal interesting little things from them.
Yeah,
for
but
mine.
it's not really stealing. It's,
I'm just shitting.
You make it your own. I mean, yeah, there are people that will. I mean, yeah, it is impressive when you listen to somebody play something note for note. But I'd rather hear somebody's version of it. Honestly, like that. That's more entertaining than.
Have you ever let's look at this. Have you ever come up with this great tune? It's an afternoon, you're sitting there and you're playing and you're just noodling with something on the guitar and you come up with this great little riff and you're like, this is amazing, and you come up with this whole thing, and then about 2 or 3 days later you're listening to something that you normally listen to and you realize you've ripped the whole thing off and you just have to trash it. Because that's totally happened to me.
Yes.
That's totally happened to me.
Too many times.
It's just like, this is amazing. Where did I even think of this? Well, I thought of it driving home from work that day when I was listening to it. That's when I thought of it.
Yeah.
There's definitely a Backstreet Boys lyric in "Just Because."
Yeah. I mean,
Something about fire and desire or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, Carl and Mike and I were talking the last time about how Rebecca is basically a hodgepodge of other things. So
Jesus is suburbia.
It's basically yeah. There's a couple things. So Rebecca has like an acoustic Nirvana vibe to it, but there's also the first line is sort of borrowed from a Red Hot Chili Peppers song, and and like Mike was saying, that the bridge of one of my other songs called Relax is similar to the bridge of a Green Day song. Shh. But
But that's the way you do it's interesting, though. It's not like it's a ripoff. It's almost, again, like a sample. And I believe in sampling. I believe in taking parts of other songs, and then if it ends up as something completely different, it's like we're all influenced
Like
by
Pachelbel's Canon. Think about how many times Pachelbel's Canon appears in pop music. Blues Traveler's the hook. There's comedians that do like the sets of the Pachelbel Canon type songs, or popular progressions like that.
There's really nothing new. It's just you kind of have to. I don't want to use the word rehash, but that's kind of the best word I can think of to.
Well, there's nothing new, but there's everything new at the same time, because you are making it new. It's just evolving. And that's what I feel like music does in general. It just evolves, like.
It's the same 8 notes, or 13 semitones, or whatever, how many, it repeats.
Yeah.
And,
It's just how you put them together.
and you got different timing and octaves and all the styling and
It always amazes me when I fall in love with a new song and then I listen to it and I'm like, this is spectacular. I really dig it, and it really earworms your way in and gets stuck there. And then you eventually figure, well, can I cover this? And then you go and you learn the chords for it, and you're like, this is 4 chords. There's nothing to this. Why? This is what I've been listening to my whole life, and yet it's different in such a way that it's awesome. It's just kind of amazing. I don't know if I'm describing the mental process properly, but I mean, what's a good song? Like Frank did it the other day. It was "Save Tonight." "Save Tonight" by Eagle Eye Cherry. It is literally 4 chords. No, I mean verse, chorus, everything. There's nothing particularly special about it.
And you learn to fly, na 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 na. Like I got wings. It's the same damn thing.
But it's oh my god, yeah, totally, yeah. But it's somehow it hits all the right parts in your brain, which is, I guess, what music is supposed to do.
Yeah, poppy hook. Who does it really well? I mean, Tom Curtis.
Truth.
he just writes that, and he's been doing it forever. He's been doing it since I've been watching him write since he was like 14.
I remember one time we did like a doo-wop progression, me and a friend of mine.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Dropped out of here. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's probably a good time for a break.
Oh,
Hey. Wait, is he back?
He's alive.
He's alive. Oh, wait, I should be playing sound effects all over the place. I should be like,
Everybody like froze.
Goodbye.
We'll be right back. Let's take a break.
Somebody kill me!
There we go. We'll be right back. Here's a second break, and here's this is advertising Jim's thing for tomorrow night. This is Christmas in July.
Oh, man, I'm going to have fun with that one.
Oh, I'll bet.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey guys.
Glad to be back.
Darko After Dark.
Glad to be anywhere.
Round 3.
Round 3. Hey, how about that storm? Did you guys get hit? We got hit pretty heavy in media for a solid, like, half hour or so. If let's just.
My dad was grilling at the time, and made it real interesting.
That's tragic.
Yeah, we have umbrellas out on the deck that helps. We're making impossible burgers.
Do you know what? I
Nice.
do not have a thunder and lightning sound effect.
It's very, very frightening.
I don't have one.
Galileo.
Oh my god! Oh, I got it. I'll just use that.
There was some cool lightning though, streaking across the sky.
It was
Thunder
chain
buddies
lightning,
for
right?
life.
Oh, well, I got a wheel. I got a wheel here, and I'm going to spin it. And that wheel, I believe, Frank, what's that wheel called?
Wheel of Delco.
All right, everyone. I'm looking at the wheel of Delco, and hopefully I took out the towns that we already did, because Sharon Hill, if it turns up again, we're all going to scream. So here goes, spinning the wheel Delco.
All right.
You can hear it, but these guys aren't seeing it yet because it hasn't come up in the stream. And oh, I don't know if we've done this one before. Have we done Brookhaven? I don't think we've done Brookhaven, have we?
Oh God.
Mike will be
I
good
have
with
a
this one.
Brookhaven
Yeah.
story.
Okay, bringing us back. Hey, welcome everybody. We got Brookhaven. My only Brookhaven stories are my daughter used to work at what's the pizza place? Coco's. My daughter used to work at Coco's for a while. That's Brookhaven, right?
Yeah.
And
There's two. There's a couple.
and there's
There's one on 352.
yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. There's one in Aston too.
And what do you call it? And there used to be a Kmart and an Acme. Now it's just an Acme and I guess a Lowe's or something down there on the
No, there's no Acme. There's ShopRite. I used to work at the Kmart. There used to be a Pathmark. I used to work at the Kmart. There's a ShopRite.
There was a movie theater in the back, I think, wasn't there at one time? Like, I mean, before your guys' time, but like back in like the late 70s, 80s, and there might have been like a movie theater in there. Or I might be thinking of the Tri-State Mall. I always kind of mix it up with the Tri-State Mall. But anyway, Brookhaven. I also went to school there. I went to Christian Academy when I was a kid.
Ooh, I live close to there. Yeah.
That's Dutton Mill Road, I think. I got
Yeah,
that.
that's definitely a Brookhaven road. Yep.
How about you guys? Brookhaven.
I'll go last because it's just like fish in a barrel.
You live there, right?
Fucking live there, yeah.
Like,
There right now.
all right, so
I'm in it.
okay, so thank God it was Brookhaven because I actually have a story.
Ooh.
I'm interested to hear this. I didn't know you had a Brookhaven story.
Yes. So I was so years ago. This would have been maybe early 2012, I think. Yeah, I think so.
Almost 10 years ago.
Either that or whenever it was. I remember I got my first, it had to be early 2012. I got my first car. It was a 2002 Mitsubishi Galant. It was a used car. It was a friend of a friend's, one of my mom's friends, ex-husbands who, well, whatever. Somebody we knew died and his car, it kind of sat in the garage for a while. So anyway, I inherited it. And so it was a nice car and I wanted to ride it. And but my mom was like, you should probably not ride it right away. You should probably just wait until it gets inspected and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I look at it and I don't know how to open the gas tank. So I call a friend of mine who's like really good with cars, who at this point I probably shouldn't have still been friends with him because he was sort of a low life and kind of reckless. But anyway, I'll try to condense the story. But basically, I called him and he was grounded, which is a great sign already. And he came over. He showed me how to open the gas tank. It's like, okay. It's like, you want to take it for a ride? I'm like, okay. So we took it for a ride. Now I live in Ardmore, and so did he. And we drove down to like the Delco area. We drove down 252, and as I get to 252, like somewhere down on 252, one of the red lights, it sort of stalls out, and I don't know what to do. And then my fast and the gas and the brake at the same time. You have to kind of double foot it to drive it. And so anyway, for some reason he gets this idea that he wants to visit this girl who lives down in Brookhaven. And
Good
so
girls down here?
Yeah, really.
what? Yeah. So anyway, he goes and visits this girl. I'm with him, and he's driving, and it keeps starting and stopping, and he's trying to make it work. And he's driving kind of fast, and he gets in one of the neighborhoods, and we get the red and blue lights behind us. It's a cop. And it turns out that he ran a stop sign, didn't even slow down for it, just straight up ran it. And so they pull us over, and he's driving, and he pulls over, and he's like, oh shit, I don't have my license with me. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? So then I do a stupid thing where I decide, well, technically it's my car, so I switch seats with him inside the car.
Ooh, shady.
Yeah, very shady. I'm
Yeah,
sure
they
he
love
saw it. He didn't say
Not
anything.
notice.
So he pulled us over, and he said his thing, and he says, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of blacked this part out. But I think I might have admitted that the other guy drove and that I switched seats or something stupid. It doesn't even matter. The point is,
Past the statute of limitations anyway.
He gives us, statute of limitations. So he gives us a ticket, like $100 ticket, and I think he leaves, and then we can't start the car again, and then it starts to snow. So then we end up in this girl's house, and it turns out that the girl isn't into him anymore. And there was a whole thing of like she was trying to there was like a drug thing. And,
I was going to joke that she was probably had a meth lab. That was literally a joke. I didn't realize it was probably true, but it was Brookhaven.
It's definitely a Brookhaven story.
So like I guess they were a fling. They were whatever, friends with benefits or something. But
They were two ships that passed in the night.
She was trying to rehabilitate herself and get past him and blah blah blah. Long story short, eventually we tried calling AAA to do stuff with the car, and then I get driven home. The mother of the girl drives me and him home, and she drops us both off, and I unfriend him on Facebook. This was the last straw of a long series of shady behavior that he had done. And so then the next day I told my mom about this, and then she drove me down to Brookhaven. I was able to find where it was. I must have remembered the address. And so we find the car, we get somebody to try to tow it or something, and then he knows it's the double foot thing. So what ends up happening is I drive my mom's car back to Ardmore. The guy drives my car and with the double foot because my mom can't do the double foot. And my mom ends up driving the tow truck all back to Ardmore. And
your
that's
mom,
my Brookhaven story.
Urge to kill rising.
Your mom drives the tow truck?
You let her?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
She has a class C. What is that, Frank? Is that a class C1?
You don't need it unless you got air brakes.
Yeah,
Unless you're over like 25,000 GVWR or something, it's you don't need it for a tow truck. A lot of them.
Wow.
But my Brookhaven story is my friend Matt Johnson lives in Brookhaven. Shout out to Matt. He was a big coffee club.
What a Matt A.
He was a big coffee club. Him and Angie Pierce, they would come to the coffee club. They walk down sometimes because Matt's mom lived in media, but he now lives in Brookhaven. And the Brookhaven. I mean, you got Tom Jones. You got the one thing since I grew up in Middletown, down 352 was the Brookhaven Pep Boys, and I would always be going there because, when I was younger, I worked at my dad's dealership. If he had me working on cars, I'd have to know where I had a shop at the car dealership, but I also had a shop at my house in Middletown, so I have to know where to go, and that's where I would go to get my parts. Brookhaven Pep Boys.
Yeah.
So did you run parts? Did you have a truck and run parts? My uncle did that.
I did reconditioning. So sometimes he would have me working in, like I said, I had a garage at the place in Clifton Heights, but we had a garage in my house in Middletown, 2-bay, that I would, that would use. I do have it'd be like a project. I have one car in there at a time, Sometimes I would buy a car with my own money. One time I bought a Yugo, and I cleaned it up and I learned how to drive stick on it. Yeah, but I mean, if we're talking back to Brookhaven, the Brookhaven Giant. I mean, that's the Brookhaven Pathmark. I would sometimes go venture off that way, even though like the Granite Run Acme was more of my.
There was a Friendlies in that one parking lot with the Kmart, right? Wasn't it a Friendlies? I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a Friendlies.
A while ago, probably.
That's what, because Dutton Mill Road, like if you drive on Dutton Mill heading, let's say north, I don't know, until you hit 352, and then Dutton Mill goes straight into the parking lot of like what used to be the Pathmark and is now the ShopRite or whatever, and the Kmart on the other side, which is Kmart's like officially gone, right? It's just like Kmart's no more at all.
It's like a Lowe's, isn't it?
Yeah. No, but I just mean everywhere. Industry. I mean like they're like. They're like,
I think they're like hanging on by thread.
Kmart?
I think the one in Upper Darby's still there.
Dude, that one in Upper Darby. You mean the one like I think of that more as Drexel Hill. You mean the one like
Wall Steaks?
Yeah.
But are there any music venues in Brookhaven? I can't think of any. Like, I'm thinking Aston. Yeah, there's places in Aston that are music.
Yeah, Aston has so many, like CNSK Palace and the one in the church. They had a few shows at.
What's that one in Aston next to the it's in the same shopping center as Dan Wolf's place.
We got to get over there. We got to get over and get a sandwich from Mr. Wolf.
It's like Baxter's or.
Yeah, well, there used to be CR Shenanigans, or is that?
It's not a seafood restaurant.
Gatsby's.
That's it. Yeah, that's what it used to be. It used to be CR Shenanigans.
But that's Aston. So Brookhaven. What you got for Brookhaven, Mike?
Oh yeah. You're the one that's taking us home.
My old punk band we played a show. There was a church in Brookhaven we played at once. That was weird. But like, there used to be a thing called High Meadow Fest, which used to kind of be in Brookhaven. It was almost like more Middletown. And like, my old band played there for one of them, and we actually opened for Skin Cells, who now is Alex G. is now like, he was from that band. Now he's like pretty big musician. No, I wish. But yeah, like, Brookhaven, other than that's pretty dry as far as music. So like living here is kind of whack. But it's in the middle of everything. Like Media is pretty close.
Is Brookhaven dry?
As far as alcohol, it's still dry-ish.
I can't think of a bar in Brookhaven.
There's that beer distributor behind the Pathmark that we used to get kegs at.
You can drink at Applebee's now. That's the place to drink.
Oh yeah, that's what's Aston. Yeah.
Go to Applebee's, get turned. And not Applebee's, sorry, Chili's. My bad.
Big Mac ribs.
Yeah, I bought Todd Rundgren riblets at Applebee's once.
What was that? Todd Rundgren what? Apple juice?
And I after a concert, I ran into Todd Rundgren. After I caught a Todd Rundgren concert, I ran into him at an Applebee's, and I bought his riblets for him. So that's my brush with greatness with Todd.
Shout out to Todd. What's up, Todd?
Yeah, I'm trying to get him on the show. Good luck with that.
Yeah, right.
So that was our Wheel of Delco. Tonight, Brookhaven.
Not bad.
Wheel of Death.
Side.
He lag out for you guys?
Yeah, he needs to get a better connection. You gotta get closer to your router there, Sean.
Yeah, my friend.
Just reiterating.
Oh, there he goes. I can hear him now. It's like a ghost. It's like everybody hold hands. It's like a Ouija board.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come through.
Was that a ghost? Yeah, we got to do all our. We gotta have to save all our ghost stories for October.
Should I
That'd be
move
fun.
up? I can move closer to my router.
Yeah, you're just frozen. The video, your audio's good. Your just video's frozen.
Yeah, how's he talking without moving his lips? Wait, where'd he go?
He bounced out. I mean, we're at the end of the show anyway. Is there anybody up at 12:30?
I don't think so.
So I guess we can go a little longer if we wanted to.
Sure. Magic.
Lady say I can always be a little longer.
I kind of want to see that dado vision. Maybe go to a break and get that dado vision working.
Let's do a little break. Let me get out of this. We'll go to the break and we'll come back with and we'll have John back and do some dado vision and see how that works. So we'll be right back.
Yeah, hang in.
I'll get a beer and a snack.
welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Doc After Dark. This is our bonus section. This is like the Act 4, the seldom seen. It's like that fourth set. When you go out and you play, the 3 sets at your bar or whatever, and then sometimes you sign on for that fourth set, what I like to call the zombie set, where you don't even get a shit what you're playing anymore, and no one else does either.
Yep.
You're probably wasted.
That was like Mark's third set on Friday.
Oh yeah, well he didn't even know he was going to play that one. That was sort of like, hey, you want to do another set? And he's like, all right.
No, it was like, hey, you want to do another set? We'll pay you for it. And he's like, oh, well,
that's even better.
Ka-ching.
Yeah, sometimes if you're on a roll, you'd be like, I'll play an extra 15, 20 minutes. I'm having fun here, and there's people, and maybe, someone I can, like, unload an album or two. But to actually, them to say, hey, we want to play another set, we'll pay you. Yeah, I got no problems with that. We can all drag out, a ton of songs, or maybe you can recycle something you did in Act 1,
Well, for Mark, again, you could do the jam thing.
Dude, Mark could play like 500. Mark could play every day, 24 hours a day, probably different shit for maybe, a week? Jesus Christ.
He's a songbook in his head.
Yeah. Mine's on my computer or printed out, but his is just in his head. So, Frankie, what were we talking about before the break? I forget.
Well, we don't forget to sign up for the open mic competition August 1st.
That's right.
$10 entry, and then there's a cash prize. Tara said she's giving whoever wins the damn thing. It's all based on votes. So right now there's not a whole lot of people signed up, so your chances of winning
are good.
Are very good. So think about it. August 1st.
I'll tell you what. I will add on to the prizes. You're here and listen to me say it right now. Whoever wins, if they so desire them, will get a full set of drum mics from me. An 8-piece set of drum mics that I purchased years ago. Don't need them anymore. In pristine shape. They become part of the prize if you win it and would like it. So there you go.
Whoa,
there's a little
that's
extra.
amazing.
And if I win, I'm giving someone those drum mics because I have no use for them.
I know. That's
Yeah, right. You got to do some recording.
Watch me give them
Give it
away,
to
and then
Josh
the next one
Steingard.
will be like, ah.
I'll just give it to Josh, honestly.
There you go. Yeah, that's the thing. Once you're done recording your album with your drummer, it's like, well, I got all these mics. I really don't need them anymore, but they're valuable. I remember when I was recording the one album, and I picked them up, and I picked up all the cords and cables for them and everything else, and I brought them home. And back when I was still married, she was like, well, what did all this cost? I'm like, does it really matter?
And drums are so hard to get to sound good. Like, I remember when I was doing a little bit of recording with my buddy Gary from Tough Guys Take Over. He had a nice little recording setup in his basement, and he would use emulators that would sound, you could play boxes. Like, you could play like pots and pans and make it sound like whatever drum set you want it to sound like. You want to make it sound like this album, that album.
That's pretty cool.
Sounds just like, you could do it on top of normal drums and it would sound really good. But the drum emulators, it was called Drumagog.
This is the fellow we played with on NBC, right? Is that what we're talking about?
That's Nick's. That's that's his younger brother.
Yeah, because we played we played in their basement. We rehearsed for that thing in their basement.
That was in Brookhaven. Yeah, that was.
That was Brookhaven.
Yeah, that was Brookhaven. That was right behind the McDonald's, I guess.
Oh, shit.
That
first year, I think it's called Vernon, maybe Mount Vernon or something.
Yeah, Mount
There's
Vernon.
there's a tattoo shop in Brookhaven too. I haven't done any ink there, but there's a fairly decent.
Studio One.
Is that it? I don't know.
One of those. Yeah.
Painted Flesh.
Also, right next to it is because you said the McDonald's, which is next to the tattoo place, which is also next to the funeral home. There's a funeral home
parlor,
right on 352 right there, which I attended the worst funeral of my entire life at that funeral home.
Yikes.
Hands down. The story would take too long to tell now. If we get Brookhaven again, I will tell the funeral story. It is horrendous.
What was the urn? Like a toilet?
Everything that could possibly go wrong with that funeral went wrong. I would just leave it at that.
That's like your last fucking
But you know what? Part of it, by the end of it, I was laughing because at the end of it, every possible thing went wrong with it. And it's just like, holy shit! This is why I remember that funeral, just because it was my friend's son, unfortunately, who passed away,
terrible.
and just every possible Eric, my friend. I want to make sure I remember his name. And this was back in '86 or '87, and every thing that could possibly go wrong with the funeral went wrong until it was hysterical. I will save that story for another day, but it is amazing.
Our imaginations run wild, Carl.
As bad as you think it is, it's worse. It ended up with my sister and I standing with all the undertakers talking about it could have been worse. And then they started to describe what's worse. And that is worth gold, let me tell you.
Yikes.
Anyway, we were going to talk
Get
about...
them on the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah, at this point. Yeah, we were going to do some Dado Vision, huh?
Yeah, well, hopefully this is going to work. Let me make sure I have it doing what it's supposed to do.
And this might take a second for us to see it, so we might be doing a little bit of bullshitting in the interim.
Yeah, so... in the spirit, okay, hopefully this is going to work. So, you know me, I'm always trying new things so I can, this is all our beta tested. So, in the spirit of dad, so we do our dad jokes, and I was cruising around the net, and maybe you've already seen it. This fella, who is a dad, and also he's very good with Photoshop. He had his son and or daughter draw pictures of animals, and he drew about, 30 or 40 of them. And his son, I guess he's like 5 or 6 or old enough to know the stuff, but not draw it very well. So he had his kid draw this stuff, and then he Photoshopped it in what it would look like in real life. And it's horrifying and hysterical. And I thought you might like to see it. So I'm going to try. The first one, I believe.
So what's the name of the website, Carl?
This one is on Board. I think it's called Board Panda. So this comes from Board Panda.
Okay.
We can put a link in there. Well, I don't want to put a link in yet because if I put a link in, people can check it out. I'll put it in when we're done Dad Vision. So theoretically, if this works correctly,
I don't think the links work anyway. They were having an issue with the link in the description.
really
Comments,
That's a bummer. Well, we continue on. All right. So theoretically, this should fade out, and we come back in, and let me fix this a little bit and that a little bit. There we go. There we go, little fella. So the first one here is, I'm gonna have to wait for you guys to see it. It's nuts. So his son drew I guess it's a hummingbird. Let me know when you see it.
Yeah, I see it.
So that one's a hummingbird.
I don't see anything.
Oh, you gotta.
Mike see it?
You'll have to see it on the the feed bounce back there.
Yeah, you're not going to see it on yours unless you're just looking at Zoom, Sean.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
We have all of us have another screen, except
Several.
The YouTube thing, right?
Yeah, let's see if I can I'll give you it.
Wait.
It's very silly there, and
You got to get the viewer. I got to show up on his screen. There you go, Sean. You see it?
Wait, hold on. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. If I'm talking, I think you'll be able to see it, right?
Oh, yeah. Like the TV?
Yeah. He's in the TV. I'm trying to
Okay.
straighten it out a bit. God, everything you touch it and it goes a million miles an hour. Is what I do.
Is this just like one of those like little Jay Leno type segments then?
It
Not
could.
more like a game. It's more like this is a funny thing. I saw.
I just thought it was some interesting, silly stuff. So the kid drew and the people who are watching on big screen can see the kid drew a a hummingbird, and that's what he came up with. And then the kid drew a horse, which is coming up. You guys will see that. Let me know so I can start moving it so I know the lag. So I think the lag's probably about 12 seconds. So this time the kid drew a horse.
I think I've seen this. Oh my!
This one's
God.
good. This one's good.
Which, he did it. The dad did a good job. The hooves on that horse are amazing. All right.
Spot on. They're like dead on.
And I guess this is a woodpecker.
It's good. I like the colors. It's good. I would hang that up.
And
Yeah.
That woodpecker's stoned as fuck.
I think this is this a badger? Is this a what is this?
The horse.
This is not a horse. This is
Beaver.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's awesome.
Okay, now I'm seeing it. Yeah, hold on. I don't even know.
It's a furry centipede.
I think it's a badger. I don't know.
Badger.
Mushroom.
Oh my god, that's so ancient. That's like Coinbird,
Yeah,
like badgers
Hedgehog.
and
It's
Coinbird.
fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that one was. Yeah. This one's
It's
a
a
duck.
It's a snake.
God, that's ancient. That's like done in Flash. There's
OG
a little
memes, man. OG memes.
There's that. Oh, I guess he drew Trump, which is silly.
I'm excited to see this.
I'm just gonna do it and then roll through the next one.
I tried to watch the images, but like I get the audio from the feed, so I get the audio from the feed and the audio from the Zoom.
Oh yeah, you probably want to. You got to mute that.
The lag is real, Sean. The lag is real.
Oh yeah.
Well, Trump looked like the annoying orange that he actually is.
Here's I think this one's a dog bird. Yeah, I'll try to put it in the screen.
Dog bird.
So I'll just do one or two more, but you get the picture. So literally, so this one I'm showing now is like that's the original picture, and that's the one that the kid drew. You're looking at that great piece of art, and then this is the one you'll see in a second or two that the dad made, which I thought was brilliant.
Ooh, damn, she's single.
Ay, caramba.
Oh, yeah, I got to do something. So anyway, that's Dad Vision. There's a bunch more, and I will share the link if it actually works this time. Let's see if the link works. Anyway, let me go back to our regular screen.
Hey, follow our Delco After Dark page. We'll share a link there at some point this week, Yeah. As we do with dad jokes and all the other goings on around Delco.
Yeah, I'll share it right now, in fact. Oh, God, that just made me laugh like very, very silly. Boy, I got tons of new notifications and stuff. This is crazy. It's all over the place. All right, what's everybody got going on? Anything interesting before we start to wrap this up?
I don't know. I think Mike's got a song.
Oh, I think he does.
I might have a song. Yeah.
What do you mean you might
Well,
have a
does anyone
song?
have anything to say before my song, though?
Oh, it was fun. Thanks for coming on, Sean. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, man. It's always nice.
Looking forward to another Fish Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to add some things. I always try to add like one or two new songs. I could do like a completely different set, but then I don't know.
That's cool, man. You got a little bit of you got a shout out in that one. I think both the articles at the
Yes.
in the neighborhoods one. Yeah, they.
I got the Megan Milligan article.
Oh, that's cool.
The neighborhoods.
The Philly
Yeah,
neighborhoods. Yeah.
Yeah, me and Josh got shout outs. It was nice.
Yeah, Josh for Ween Wednesday, you for Fish Friday. How cool was that? And they
Well,
even like linked your Facebook page. Did you get any friend requests from anybody weird?
I might have.
Or anybody good? Maybe you got another producer or director from something else that wants you.
Sometimes you get those requests from those girls who have no mutual friends, and it's like,
Go on.
I'm from Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, it's like Russia or Chinese bots. Yeah.
I would like you to give me your social security number, and if you want to like whip out your credit card and take a pic for me, it'd be really hot.
And if you accept them, they message you in like the most broken English, and yeah, it's just a nightmare. I've learned my lesson with that.
I already clicked on it. It never happened. I always get these emails for penis enlargement. How do they know? What's the hell? What's going on here? I don't know.
I swear it's not mine.
Frankie, you guys are playing on the Christmas thing tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I got a Christmas set. What I'm going to do is I have about, I don't know, like 10 Christmas songs that I know that are that I'll think about playing. So I'll watch the whole thing and I'll make sure I don't duplicate somebody else's set, anything from anybody else's set, and that will be my set.
Nice.
When you say Christmas songs, you mean like I was kind of divided into like, the Frosty the Snowman kind of whatever, or the churchier ones. Do you have like a
it could
mix?
be anything. It could be like, I don't know, give a little bit, some of those jingles that they play in the commercials, even Happy Xmas, the Beatles song,
Yeah.
What's
That's
the
true.
which
John
isn't
Lennon
even
one?
about Christmas, it's like,
So this is Christmas. That's the Lennon one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
war is over.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you want it.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I
Lot of
wish I
key
signed up
changes.
for that shit. I'm off. I'm working tomorrow, but I have a Christmas song. So
Oh, you actually wrote one?
yeah, I have a whole Christmas album. It's not
Dude,
very good, but it's pretty
dude,
fun.
What?
dude,
Yeah,
What?
dude.
It's not very good. You can have it for free. I don't care.
What?
Who cares?
it's the main hit single from it is "Santa Smokes Too Much Weed."
Oh, I think I heard that song.
You've definitely heard that song. Rudolph the Red-Eyed Reindeer. Way to
I
the
sense a
World.
theme.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What was that last one? What to the world?
Soy to the World.
Okay.
Soy to the world? Okay.
Yeah, and then there's like I forget. There's a couple. It's like 10 songs, but
That sounds
some of
amazing.
it's fun, man. That's a lot of people's favorite album of mine too. So I only get to play the songs like once a year. So I should have signed up. Like, can I play it twice a year? No.
Well, like you said, you're working, and I'm down the shore, so we're just gonna have to enjoy it from afar.
From a fart.
From a fart, yes. Well, that's about it, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, let's bring on the songs there, Michael.
Yeah, what you
All
got
right.
for us? Yeah.
Here we go.
Here he goes. He's picking. Awesome.
Give him primary there.
Oh, will do.
Producer from afar.
I hope when you come to visit my house, you don't get pulled over by a Brookhaven cop. And I hope when you come to visit my house, there isn't a meth lab inside it. I'll try to clean that shit up. Don't go after dark. We have a lot of fun with pictures of animals that look like they were inbred. For the last few moments of my song, I'll give you a sample of one of my Christmas songs. Santa smoked too much weed before he took
I've
off
heard
on
of this.
day. Santa smoked too much weed. Now no one knows where he could be. So we'll sample it.
I've been missing that.
Hey.
So good.
Thank you guys.
Nice little medley.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. All right. We'll catch up with you on Friday. I'm not sure who our guest is Friday, but
Could be you.
could be you.
Uncle Sam wants you to join our fucking show, you dick.
Join our fucking show.
Yeah, man.
All right. Catch up.
Bye, guys.
Later. Peace.
Wanna know how it feels. You don't know how it feels. You don't wanna know how it feels. I would never wish that on you. No, how it feels, yeah. You don't know how it feels. Now I said thank you everybody, good night. Thank you everybody, good night. Don't go quarantine, open mic. Don't go quarantine, open mic. Thank you everybody, good night. Turn until don't go late night. Right, Carl and all these other dudes, I don't know, they be talking crazy shit. Last time it was about a snowblower. Carl, Park. He crashed his bike. Yeah, his knee was pulling up. I never seen, nah, psych, I seen worse. He's alright. But check out Carl. Don't go late night quarantine, open mic. Alright. Thank you. I could play that all night. It's pretty. Love Tom Petty. Thank you, man. Awesome. Seriously, thank